Hello, and welcome to the Viva La Vulva podcast. I am your host, Dr. Kara Quant, and I have a recurring guest on the episode. It is our MedAmour CEO owner, Lily Wang, and we are talking this month or this episode all about men's health. I know it's called Viva La Vulva, but November is when it's called Movember, when men's health is a big deal, and men's health is a big deal. And so we are talking all about men's health. We're talking about testicular and prostate cancer. We're talking about getting checked out. And MedAmour is bringing on some products that can help men men in general, men's health and sexual health. And so, yes, that is what the episode is all about. So thank you, Lily Wang, for being on the episode again.
Thank you, Dr. Kara. I love being a guest. So honored. Appreciate it so much.
Yes. So we are going to get into, we're going to get into it. So men's health, or November is about men's health. And in particular, I was doing some research on, Movember and what it entails. And actually, Movember is a foundation that was created to bring more awareness around men's health issues like mental health and physical health, especially certain types of cancers. And so prostate cancer and testicular cancer are big to bring awareness around during this time. And so I wanted to give a little bit of information about those two, because I do get a lot of questions around prostate cancer and testicular cancer from patients, since I'm a general medicine doctor. And so worldwide, prostate cancer is the second most commonly diagnosed cancer in men. And within the US, it is the third leading cause of cancer. So there's about 1.3 million new cases of prostate cancer per year. And within the US, it's about 175,000 newly diagnosed people with cancer. And there's about a 12% lifetime risk of being diagnosed with prostate cancer. But the thing about prostate cancer is that it's usually a very slow growing cancer, and it doesn't often kill, or a person doesn't die from prostate cancer. They usually die from other things that are related to their health, like their heart or some other type of problem. But prostate cancer usually isn't the reason that someone dies, because it's so slow growing, and that's the reason why there's a lot of controversy around being screened for prostate cancer. We've all heard of the PSA, which is the prostate specific antigen, and that is usually, not oftentimes, but usually released from cancerous cells within the prostate when someone has prostate cancer. But the thing to screen or not to screen has been a big controversy, because if we were to screen everyone for prostate cancer and those levels were high, then that would lead to a lot of false positive testing. It would lead to a lot of prostate biopsies, and prostate biopsies can have a lot of issues. So if someone were to put a needle within the prostate, which it already sounds like it hurts a lot, and you get numbed up, and there's anesthesia involved, but that can also lead to other things like erectile dysfunction. It can lead to infections. It can lead to problems with urinating. So a prostate biopsy is not the easiest thing to do, and we basically want to prevent as many people getting prostate biopsies as possible, especially if we feel like they don't need a biopsy. And so that's the reason why the PSA screening is controversial. So what is recommended is that people who are at high risk of prostate cancer get screened. And that means depending on your race. So usually African Americans are at a higher risk of prostate cancer than whites. Age, so people that are on the younger side, like 20s to 30s, should not be screened. 40s to 50s is like appropriate time to start getting screened. And also family history. So if someone has a family history of prostate cancer and like their first degree relative, so brother, son, father, something like that, then you should definitely be screened for prostate cancer. So those are kind of the reasons why someone should be screened for it. And then in terms of, actually, I found a very, I've actually heard this before about men who ejaculate more have a decreased risk of prostate cancer. Have you ever heard of that, Lily?
I have. And why is that? Do you know the science to it?
So what they were saying is that basically the cells that you have in and around the prostate, if you ejaculate more often, then you're kind of flushing out those cells on a regular basis. Mm-hmm. And so there was one study, this was back in 2009, but Harvard did a study, and there was a lot of people that are involved, to almost 30,000 men between the ages of 46 and 81 were in this study, and basically they were seeing, how many times per month they ejaculated when they were younger and in the middle of their life, and what their ejaculation rate is now. And they found that, that men who ejaculated 21 or more times a month enjoyed a 33% lower risk of prostate cancer compared to
So it is healthy for men to masturbate and ejaculate. So it is healthy for men to ejaculate by masturbation or have sex.
So it's either masturbation, sex, or nocturnal emissions, which I guess you can't really help. So wet dreams. So you necessarily can't help that, but all of those were included in the study. So any of those should be done. So women who are listening who have male partners, or males who are listening, know that ejaculating 21 or more times per month can actually help you to lower your risk of prostate cancer. And I think that's absolutely fabulous.
Very healthy. And it is, so an ejaculation for men is almost orgasming, excuse me. It is orgasming.
Yes.
Edit this part, Kara. Anyway, orgasming, that it is very healthy. So it's not only physical health, but mental and emotional. You're getting all those endorphins out. So that kind of makes sense. And it's all connected from ejaculation to the prostate. And that's why the perineum being connecting those two parts, if there's any vibration and movement from masturbating or sex, that makes sense. So thank you for explaining that.
Yes, I think it does make sense. And so, I would encourage everyone out there listening to do more ejaculate, or for the men out there to ejaculate more if you're not doing 21 times or more per month.
I love that, like you and I've been planning this for the last few weeks on our topic for November and men's health, and it's 9:30 in the morning and we're talking about ejaculation and prostate cancer. So we love you guys.
I felt like I wanted to add something like that because I've heard it before, and I was like, let me do a little bit more research on it, because I don't remember getting this information in medical school, like I've said, oftentimes around other women's sexual health issues. And so this was another statistic that I don't remember hearing in medical school. So it's great to know, and everyone should exercise it.
Awesome.
Yes. The other thing about testicular cancer, so testicular cancer has a little bit better information. Just to let you know, the prostate cancer information I gave was from the American Cancer Society. So if you want to look it up. But in terms of testicular cancer, the statistics are better. There's about 8,000 to 10,000 men that will develop testicular cancer each year. So that's about 1 in 270 men. But the cure rate is amazing. It's like 95, greater than 95% of all men with testicular cancer are cured of it. Greater than 95%, which is it's great. Like, it's great to know that if you are diagnosed with testicular cancer, you have a pretty good chance of being cured from it. So there's only about 400 men, and this is within the United States, but about 400 men who will die from testicular cancer each year. So the statistics are pretty good around testicular cancer. There's no screening for testicular cancer. So if you feel a mass within the scrotum, if you feel pain within the scrotum, definitely get checked out by your primary care doctor or by a urologist. But yeah, those are basically the statistics for testicular cancer. So with all that being said, those are some statistics about the different types of cancers, and also the screening or no screening for those cancers. So,
Question.
Yes.
Do you know what causes the cancers? Like, is it genetic strictly, or are there lifestyle changes that folks can change so that they can prevent these two cancers?
Well, in my research, the testicular cancer is mainly genetic. So, if a family member or someone has had it, then you are more likely to get it. I know for testicular cancer, it's more likely white males that are affected than black males and Asian and Hispanic. And then in terms of prostate cancer, the same type of thing. It's more likely in black males and less likely in white males, but it depends on genetics. It's mainly genetics, age, and what race you are.
Thank you. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
Yeah. Good or bad, right?
Yeah, sometimes we can't control that. So
yeah, and I don't know if the ejaculation works for testicular cancer also, but it might. But that was the research that I did was only for prostate cancer.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yes. So I wanted to also get into another big thing about impotence or kind of erectile dysfunction for men, because that's another huge topic. And there's, pharmaceutical companies that are giving medications for erectile dysfunction or impotence. So Lily, do you have any information about
Yes. So I looked into this a little bit more, and this is definitely more of one of the health conditions we cover on MedAmour. So impotence and erectile dysfunction are two of the terms that are used interchangeably. Same thing. So impotence, erectile dysfunction, or even we call it ED, is basically the male is unable to get erect or even hold his erection for a certain period of time. And that's the condition that we're trying to fix. Not that they're broken, and it is irreversible. So this one, there is something that men can work on to improve and not have ED. But it's a very common condition, so not to stress or worry about it. There's over 30 million Americans right now who have it, and that was just a statistic I found on Healthline back in 2010 as well. Like, yeah, these research numbers are so old, but from 2010, there was over 35 million. So I'm sure that number has even grown. And with knowing how stressful and how fast-paced world and life is right now, that number is probably greater. But we definitely have a lot of healthy natural solutions and remedies that can fix and decrease that number. So ED, not being able to be erect or hold that erection. And what are some of the causes? So the main one, just kind of knowing, we talk about this all the time with self-care, is stress. How are you going to control your stress? By having too much anxiety? Is it from your job? Is it from lack of exercise? Is it lack of whatever relationships that you're in? You need to determine and figure out where that stress and anxiety is coming from and somehow decrease it. And a lot of the men who have ED, whether it's from PTSD, any PTSD occurrence that happened in their life, a lot of it is a mental and emotional that's tying to their physical. So depression, whether that's from causing of mental and also mental emotional causes to being able to speak with someone. So finding a healthy outlet for communication, whether that's therapy or that's family friend member. But through communication and therapy, there's also therapeutic in massage. So I found that solutions of acupuncture and exercise, massage, physical, like actual Swedish massages would
Yeah.
be very healthy for you. So that's also what's going to help increase blood flow in your body. It's all a
Yeah.
balance.
Yeah, and I
So
want to say that for Movember, that is a big thing about mental health and, getting men to go to see a provider, anyone that can help them to determine like what is going on in their body, whether it is the depression, anxiety, or something physical going on. There are remedies, there are ways to help, and like a mental thing is huge. Like I see people,
mhm.
men all the time, men and women, but men all the time with anxiety, depression, like they just don't know what to do. They don't really have the outlets, the stress relievers, the way that they, meditation or other things that can help to relieve stress in their lives. So yeah, that's a big one.
So exercise, right? Is that should be a goal, 2020 January, our New Year's resolutions are coming up, but getting to the gym or just doing 3 days a week, starting slow, getting some exercise. I think getting that heart rate up, breaking a sweat, that will help increase your blood flow. And just think about it, this will help your ED. This will help you in the bedroom. So exercise, healthy
Mhm.
diet. When I even speak of diet, foods, we can get into foods. But with the holidays coming up, alcohol is definitely a deterrent to helping you erect. So alcohol, smoking, all the fun stuff, and drugs. Whether it's
Yeah.
recreational or like medications, there are a lot of medications, unfortunately, out there that you're taking for high blood pressure or for your heart or for other different conditions that will cause the ED.
Yeah,
So,
and that's such a big thing. I mean, like, uh, we give medications. Like I'm a part of it. We give medications to help a certain condition. Diabetes, high blood pressure, kidney issues, whatever it may be, which is giving the side effects of other issues like erectile dysfunction. And women have the same
mhm,
thing. There's certain depression medications for women and men that can
mhm.
cause anorgasmia or problems having an orgasm.
Yeah,
So
so medications definitely are helpful in whatever it is that the condition that you're fixing, but with these symptoms, um, some of these are reversible, right? So hopefully someone with high blood pressure, and I can tell you my own testimony story is I actually have high blood pressure, it runs in the family, it's genetic, I can't help it. No matter how well I eat or exercise, I still have high blood pressure. However, if I exercise more and I do watch what I eat and I have less stress, which there was a time period where I eliminated my most stressful factor. My
uh-huh.
blood pressure, like I'm proud to say that my blood pressure has gone down and I don't have to take medication.
That's
But
great.
yeah, it saved money on my, on the wallet and not having to remember to take a pill every day, but it's just being able to make it into a lifestyle. So these lifestyle changes are really important. I very much am passionate and feel that if you have a balance of eating right, sleeping well, cutting out the stress, exercise, you will eliminate high blood pressure, and for men, you won't have ED.
You won't have ED. Yes. Another thing that I think maybe I've shared, and maybe I haven't. But I wanted to give like a little bit of information and background about what you were talking about. So there was a male that I saw that had erectile dysfunction in a specific situation. So it wasn't all the time. He was like, it works fine every other time. But with this one woman, like I really like her and I want her to enjoy the sex that we have. And so it was a lot. It sounded like, once I got rid of or asking all the other questions about physical problems, he was like, no, like my health is pretty good. But it just isn't working, or it'll stay hard for a couple minutes minutes and then it'll go down. And he was like, I don't understand what's going on. And he was asking for a prescription. And I was like, okay, I will give you the prescription for, it's either Cialis or Viagra. I was like, I'll give you the prescription, but I think that it would be good for you to have a conversation, just like an upfront conversation with your partner about what you are nervous about, like what is causing you to be more in your head. And so he was like, okay, like I'll have a conversation with my partner. And he came back to me, I don't know, maybe like a month later, and he was like, you know what, I never got the prescription. I had a conversation with her about, like what I was nervous about. I really like her. Like I want to be with her. And so he was just very nervous about performing well for her. And he was like, after that conversation, it's been working. Like it's not an issue. And so I say that to say that I think for women, it's the same. For women, it's a lot of the same thing of being in our head, overthinking about things, not being in the moment, not being in the present. And so for him, it was similar. It was like just having that conversation and just kind of switching it around helped him to have better sex with his partner.
I love that story. And it's because I call it head trash. When we build up so much angst and anxiety and we just stressed ourselves out mentally that it affected him physically. But there was nothing wrong with him physically. It all was just the head trash that he built in his own head. Yeah. And yay. Well, that's so cute that guys get nervous too, because us girls are always
I don't know how it's continued, but it was a good story at the time. It was definitely great to hear that he didn't need to use the medication. He didn't need it. Yeah.
And so it's all natural too.
It was all natural. And so you were saying to, like the stress relievers can help with preventing it, or helping to boost the erectile tissue in the penis. So exercising, stress relieving, and
exercise. So I wanted to extend on one other thing was we kind of call it the genital gym. There are products out there that can actually help with erectile dysfunction. For women, we always talk about our Kegel health and pelvic floor muscles. Guys have pelvic floor muscles too. So the muscle that helps when a guy is like actually going to the bathroom and urinating, so when he stops his urine midstream, that's the pelvic floor muscle. So guys, if you're able to strengthen that muscle, and whether it's doing squeezes, contractions, there's devices out there that you can also use to help with this. When you're strengthening those pelvic floor muscles, that will prevent erectile dysfunction as well.
Interesting. All right. So men out there, do some exercises. What did you call them again?
Erectile dysfunction. Oh, excuse me. Pelvic floor muscles.
No, what was, you said the pelvic gym or something like that?
Genital gym.
Genital gym. So if you guys want to go to genital gym and
your genital gyms.
Do your genital gym in the bathroom while you're and enjoy more or less erectile dysfunction. All right, so good to know. And like I can also add that exercise is a major thing, like getting blood flowing through your body, because like every other place of your body, your penis also requires blood to get erect and to stay erect. It's the blood that comes into the penis, and then it's the muscles that kind of cut off the blood from leaving the penis, and so that's the way that a man can stay erect. So exercise, I mean, like physical cardio exercises, running, more other cardio things can help with the movement of blood through the body, including the penis. So yes, so thank you, Lily, on the impotence/erectile dysfunction and ways to naturally boost it. Because I think it's important. It's important for the male, and it's also important for the female, and if that is the situation.
Yes, and I love that story again too. Just communication just triggered it first. So just that
Yeah.
head trash, getting rid of the stress, and physically he was okay.
Yeah, exactly. So I do have a guest comment from someone who has listened to the podcast. And he was actually saying that he has friends, male friends, that believe that they are, just great in the bedroom, and they need to that they're great in the bedroom, and that they don't need any like advice or feedback from their female partner. And so
Uh-huh.
oftentimes um, he's said that his friends around him have said that they just know what to do for a woman. And I was saying that that is
Well,
horrible. Yeah, like, how is that the case? Um, so I want to say that and Lily, you can chime in, but every woman is different. Every woman likes a different pressure, likes a different touch, likes a different sensation, likes a different atmosphere or environment. And so every woman is different. And I would say, for the men out there, advice from me to you is to listen to that partner. Like, is to listen to your partner and what she wants. And sometimes there are women out there that are not very vocal. They are afraid of what to say, or speaking up in the bedroom, because how is he going to accept it if I were to speak up and say that I actually like a little bit slower, or I like a little less pressure? What is he going to say? Is he going to get upset? Is he not going to want to, go back to bed with me? And the case is, if he is not accepting of your requests in the bedroom, then leave him.
amen
Is
to
what
all of that.
I think that yeah, men feeling that they know it all in the bedroom, I think is a deterrent for really good sex between the two of you.
Well, it was nice of your guest to just even participate with that feedback or question even, but I would kind of he could even ask and question himself and say, well, doesn't he like something different than his other male counterpart friends and guys? Like all the guys want something different, so just as women would need something different for all of our different bodies too.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So, yeah, we are all different. We are all individuals, and we all have different preferences. And so, getting to know those preferences is going to help you in the long run.
Exactly.
Asking, maybe being observant about what's going on, is going to help you in the long run for sure. Yes. And so overall, or getting back to, having this discussion around cancer, prostate cancer, testicular cancer, erectile dysfunction, advice in the bedroom, overall, for the month of Movember, Men's Health, getting checked out at the doctor. I feel like that is a huge thing, getting checked out. And oftentimes I will have patients come in and say, hey, my girlfriend or my wife told me to come in, and so that's why I'm here. I don't really know, I didn't want to come in, but they wanted me to come in anyway. And so
That's like
I
the
feel like
majority of the guys, right?
what you say?
That's the majority of the guys.
Majority of guys, yes. So for the men out there that are listening that don't have a partner, go to the doctor. If you have anything that you're concerned about, if you are depressed, if you have anxiety, if you have um, erectile dysfunction, if you have concerned about anything, go to the doctor. It's okay.
Even if there's nothing wrong, if you're in perfect health and you think you're in perfect health, there's so many things that you have no idea what's going on. You still need to go see the doctor. It's called
Still
an
need
annual checkup.
It's called an annual checkup, yes. And there's annual blood work that can help us. And there's annual physical exam things that can help us to determine what is going on. And if you need any further tests or evaluations or a referral to a specialist, yes, I agree. Preventative stuff is a huge thing. Going to the doctor even before you need to go to the doctor.
Hmm.
Yeah. So those are all things that are from us to you on men's health in the month of November. And so, as a part of MedAmour being a part of this episode, we also do a giveaway. So, this is also a giveaway episode for our male listeners. So, for the females out there that have male partners or friends or family, or anyone that you know that's male, have them listen to the podcast, subscribe to Viva La Vulva podcast, and be a part of the giveaway. So, Lily, what are we giving away for the month of November?
Well, guys, today, guys, we love you, and we really do want you to make sure you go do your annual checkup. Take care of your health. We need you around for a long time. It's so funny. I hate being that nagging person, but when I'm nagging my partner to be like, hey, wear your sunscreen. Hey, don't forget to floss. Hey, go to the doctor. I sound like I'm nagging, but it's because I care, and it's because we love you guys, and go take care of your health so that you can be with us. So for the giveaway, we are giving away something that's going to be very just more of a daily use, natural boosting for your libido, is the Sensuva ON Sex Drive for him. This has been a very popular seller on MedAmour. It's just not just so driven on just sex, but for every day. I think you're going to have more energy. You're going to feel more confident. You'll have good erect penises in the bedroom. So what it is, it's just a cream, and you would actually topically rub it onto your wrists or behind the knees, somewhere wherever there's not a lot of hair. And you could actually around the base of your penis as well. But this isn't just designed for sex, but more for a daily use cream. So this will help with testosterone libido levels. And then what I wanted to do was a male version of the Sensuva ON delay spray. So forgive me, this on the video right now is the female version of an arousal gel, but the men's is a blue label that's also called ON, and it will help delay the spray, delay your execution of erecting. It'll help you stay erect. Thank you. Too many E's. It will help you stay erect, and it'll delay your ejaculation.
Okay. So so the first one helps with sex drive and libido.
Mm-hmm.
And you can put it on anywhere or any hairless place of the body.
I say the wrists are great.
Okay.
So it'll get absorbed into the bloodstream.
Okay. And it's a natural product that has do you know what the ingredients are in it?
There's natural botanicals. They're made in the US, vegan friendly, gluten free, glycerin free, and just natural, clean, good, and great for daily use. And then we are also going to be giving away an erectile dysfunction ring. So an ED ring or gentleman's ring, cock ring, C ring. This is by WeVibe.
Ooh.
Called the Pivot. Yes.
Why is it called Pivot?
They just came up with fun names. Pivot, I'm sure it was a very women's and couples company. So maybe they pivoted to the men's side. This is their first men's product.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So traditional gentleman's ring, medical grade silicone. It's super stretchy that you can see here on video. And 10 speeds, 10 modes, waterproof, rechargeable, very comfortable for him, and she too will also be able to enjoy the pleasure. But what's so great about the entire WeVibe line is all of them are Bluetooth enabled. So what that means is you actually can download the app onto your phone, and you can have a long distance relationship, and you and your partner can control each other's products.
No way. Yeah. That is really cool. Technology. Oh my gosh. It's
amazing. This we do so well with the WeVibe brand. It was founded by a Canadian couple, elder couple. He was the engineer, and he wanted to come up with a product that was going to please his wife. And they've been celebrating over 11, 12 years now. So with Black Friday and the holidays coming up, I'll let you kind of go into it a little bit more, but we definitely have a lot of specials on the MedAmour website. But with a Viva La Vulva promo code, and you as a listener, you guys get extra goodies.
Ooh, yes. Okay, so for the month of November, it is the WeVibe. So in the giveaway, in the MedAmour giveaway, we're giving away the WeVibe Pivot. We are giving away the On Sex Drive for men.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're also giving away the On
Delay spray.
Delay Spray for men.
Yes.
So wait, is there a delay spray for women?
It's an arousal gel.
Arousal gel. Okay.
Yes.
I see.
Which helps her orgasm.
I see.
That's
Okay.
this stuff. Maybe that's next month, but we can talk about this.
So, with all that being said, yes, the giveaway is going to start on the day that we put this out, which will be November 22nd, and it will go until November 25th at noon. So all of the listeners out there, especially if you are female, definitely tell your male partners or friends to get involved in the giveaway. The giveaway is going to be on our social media. So MedAmour1. So at MedAmour1 on Instagram, and Viva La Vulva LA for us. Again, also on Instagram. And you will have to follow both our accounts and also tag a friend. That is what we've done in the past for our giveaways. And we will announce the winner on November 25th, which is right before Black Friday. And if you are not a winner for the giveaway, you can still get some very good products, get some good deals at MedAmour.com, and putting the promo code Viva La Vulva in there, you can get definitely what you said, 25 to 45% off different products. So all of the lubes that I've had on the episode or on the episodes, and different vibrators and the WeVibe that you just showed, you can get those all on the MedAmour website.
Fabulous.
Fabulous. Did I miss anything?
You covered it so beautifully. Thank you so much.
Yes. So with all that being said, definitely sign up for the giveaway, be a part of the giveaway. We do want our male listeners to be a part of it. So all of the female listeners, definitely tell, again, your male friends to be a part of the giveaway. So with all that being said, I would like to thank you, Lily Wang, for being a part of this episode and for being our recurring guest of Viva La Vulva. And I just want to thank all of the guests out there for listening to this episode. So subscribe, let your friends know about it. We are available on iTunes. We're available on Spotify as well as iHeartRadio. So we are, moving into different areas. And we do have an upcoming exhibit that is going on in January in San Francisco. So check out our website at vivalavulvala.org or Instagram for more information about the exhibit. So there's a lot going on, and I just thank you for listening. So again, thank you, Lily, for being on, and thank you, listeners, for being here. Bye.